Yo, what's up everyone, OOfro here, and today we have got a new card inside Clash Royale called the Heal Spirit. You guys can see the Heal Spirit is here. It is boosted for this season, and to celebrate there is a challenge that we are going to try and complete. It goes up to 15 wins. At 15 wins, we get a legendary chest, 13 wins, we get an epic chest, 9 wins, we get a giant chest, and at 7 wins, we get a lightning chest. This is a Heal Spirit draft challenge, so the Heal Spirit is going to be inside every single game. We're either going to get to play with it or against the Heal Spirit, and overall, this should be very awesome. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like. Leaving a like always really helps out the channel, plus it lets me know you guys enjoy Clash Royale and the content. Also, while you're down there, if you could subscribe, that'd be again very awesome. We are very close to 250,000 subs, so subscribe, help out, get involved. And yes, without any further delay, let's click battle here, go into our first game and talk about the new Heal Spirit. So the first choice here, giant or miner, I'm going to go with giant. Second choice, rocket or arrows, I'm going to go with arrows. Skeleton barrels or wall breakers, I'm going to go with wall breakers. And finally, inferno dragon or minion horde, I'm going to go with the inferno dragon. And let's see, I think my opponent has the Heal Spirit. So let me talk about the Heal Spirit very quickly. What Supercell have done, they have transformed the Heal spell, this useless card, into a Heal Spirit. It pretty much is the same card, it's just in a form of a troop now. And honestly, that is very awesome. Okay, good first defense. We did some damage. This guy has an Electro Wizard, which is very annoying for us, but we should be able to get some good value with our arrows. I want to say well done to Supercell. Now, I'm normally, the guy that complains about everything. There's the Heal Spirit. You guys can see it just runs along like an Ice Spirit, and then it jumps onto a target and heals that target. It's very awesome. But yes, normally I'm the guy complaining about Supercell and the stuff they should be doing. But with the Heal Spirit, they did a lot of things right. With the Heal Spirits, they transformed all our heal spells into Heal Spirits. Now that's huge. They could have just released this new card and made us start from zero. Just remove the heal spell and completely reset us. That would have been the money hungry thing to do, but they didn't do that. So I'm actually impressed about that. On top of that, they took this useless card and made it a bit more skillful, which again is a very good thing. You now actually have to be a bit careful with it. You have to think about placements. You have to think about timing. And for one elixir, it could either be very good or actually bad. So honestly, there's not too much to complain about. If you want me to complain about this update, I can, don't worry, but I'll save that for another time. Anyway, 1 tower each. Let's actually start focusing on the game. I've kind of just been in autopilot, so we're just going to start spamming him with giants and inferno dragons. That's my win condition right now, and honestly, it should be a very successful win here. Easy claps. So for winning that game, we do get a common trade token. I'm going to go through this challenge, and I'll show you guys the chests, and I'll join you nearer the end. Okay, so we are 7 wins in. That means we have a lightning chest, so let's open it up here and see what we get. Now, my Heal Spirit is already maxed. Like I said before, the heal spells became Heal Spirits. Really cool stuff. So what I'm going to do is look for star points. There we go. And then I'm going to look for battle healers if I can. Didn't get it that time, but that's fine. Not a bad chest, and we will move on. Okay, up to 9 wins, we now have a giant chest. We get gold to begin with, skeleton bows, 1 mirror, some arrows, and finally some wizards. Just tons of gold and star points for me, and let's continue. Okay, so we are now 13-2 in this challenge. We get an epic chest, so let's open it up. We get 1 free spell, 1 balloon, 8 mirrors, and finally 10 rage spells. A pretty bad chest. We've been getting a lot of mirrors today, but yo, let's go into these final 2 games here live, and I'll tell you my thoughts about the Heal Spirit. So first choice there, fireball or snowball. I picked fireball. Second choice here, cannon cart or expert. I'm going to pick cannon cart. Flying machine or dark goblin. I'm going to go with flying machine. And finally, Golem or Rascals, I'm going to go with Golem. We are a beatdown deck, and we have the Heal Spirit. So the Heal Spirit is a unique card, and honestly, from my experience, it's either really good or really bad. Honestly, I don't think it's anything game-breaking, but if you combine it with stuff like Royal Hogs, then it can be pretty broken. But like I said, now this is just a challenge. You don't really get a proper feel for it ever in a challenge, so we're going to wait and see. Time will tell everything. But hey, I'm just happy that they did something good. They took a useless card and they made it useful. Anyway, I need to start concentrating on this game. I'm playing really badly and I'm losing. Okay, so let's actually play properly now. Boom. Hue Spirit in action right there. Prince stabbed the cannon cart. It would have went into the cannon mode, but the Hue Spirit saved it. Like I said, it's either really good or really bad. The amount of healing it does as well is insane. Now I really want to win this game. Like, after that play, I do not want to lose. So we are into double elixir time. This is where the Golem deck shines, honestly. My tower's at 2 HP and a dream. This guy does have snowball, so this tower is dead pretty much. So really what I'm just hoping to do, and my plan is right now, is to try and tower trade him. That's the best thing. And it looks like we're going to be able to take his tower. That's amazing. The Hog Rider didn't even get through and get a hit, which is fantastic. He's going to have to spend some elixir on this right side here if he wants to take my tower. There we go. He uses a snowball. That's fine. We are going to counter this prince with a bandit, and we are going to continue pressuring this right side here. The magic archer with the penetration damage is fantastic. This is looking like a GG, honestly. And that's game. Found a good game, and there we go. We were in a bit of trouble for a moment, but we managed to claw it back. 14-2. Can I do it? Let's find out. Zappies or Ice Spirit? I'm going to go with Zappies. I said Ice Spirit. I meant Ice Wizard. Oh no. Anyway, Hue Spirit or Ice Spirit? I'm going to go Hue Spirit, the new card. Expo or Furnace? I'm going to go with the Expo. And finally, Golem or Royal Recruits? We're going to go with Royal Recruits. Alrighty. I picked Expo because I needed a win condition, and then the Golem came up, so kind of disappointed. Anyway, first play of the game, we're going to go with Royal Recruits at the back. We're also going to split Zappies. This guy just threw a Golem at the bridge, so you know, going to have to try and defend that. The 2 Zappies here are doing work. Everything should get taken out, I hope. We're going to take a bit of damage, but that's fine. I shouldn't leak Elixir, that's a no-no. And overall, that was a okay first trade. We are going to go with a defensive Expo. This is going to counter his Furnace, and on top of that, it's going to counter any incoming troops. He does play an Elixir Golem, so this is actually good for us. We're going to get some Elixir back. On top of that, I'm going to play a Goblin Gang and some Zappies to help take out this flying machine. And there we go. We have a big rush and we're doing a ton of damage. Very good so far. Okay, next up we're going to play Royal Recruits at the back. And we're just going to see what this guy does. He goes with another Furnace. Okay, so we're going to defensive Expo again. He also plays a Wizard this time. And an Elixir Golem. My Expo locked onto the Wizard, which is very good for us. We're going to go with a Dark Prince again, hitting both Elixir Golems at the same time, and the Elixir Golemites. Going to go with a Giant Goblin at the back. We're going to go with Zappies down this left side. My Dark Prince should take the tower, and it does. And honestly, this is looking like a W. Going to go with Royal Recruits as well. The Golem's actually getting pushed back. That's pretty funny. This thing is getting melted. Oh my. Yeah, this guy does not stand a chance at this point. This is GG. He might have just given up, to be honest with you. I would at this point. And yeah, didn't use the Hue Spirit at all that game, but it is a situational card, and that is a 3 crown. So let's start with the good game. This has been fun. I'm glad Supercell did something with a useless card. Honestly, that's the main takeaway here. We do get a legendary chest to celebrate. Going to be honest with you, I only need 1 legendary card, and that's the Ram Rider. So let's open up this chest and hopefully get a Ram Rider. It does the awesome spinning animation as always, and we get a Royal Ghost. It's okay, we get gold. I'm not going to complain. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I am Challenger 2, so you can tell I'm very skilled at this game. And like I said, 2 very cool things about the Hue Spirit. 1, it replaces the Hue spell, which was useless. Makes it a bit more skillful. It's actually a troop now that you have to play very tactically if you want to use it right. And the second very cool thing is all your Hue spells now become Hue Spirits. Like, those 2 things are just very awesome. You know, I give Supercell a hard time sometimes, but this is honestly because I want to see change from the game, and they have changed now. In my last video, I said about how there's almost 100 cards in the game, how that's a problem, and how there's just some cards that do not fit the meta at all, and how they just release new cards and that don't really have a purpose. They obviously hear our problems and they adjust. This is a prime example, so you know, I'm not going to say anything bad right now. They listen to me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, and again, they're taking steps in the right direction. This is good. What could have made this update even better though is if they released a new card like halfway through the month. But hey, you know, I'm just being grateful right now that they did everything right. I'm not going to get too greedy, but Supercell, if you're listening, that's the next step, you know. Halfway through the month is kind of a dead zone. Released a new card, then brings everyone back halfway through the month. That would be, but yo, anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have, make sure you guys leave a like, of course subscribe if you have not already, and as always, make sure you guys take care, brush your hair, and peace out. Woo!